whole process. Obviously, if that happened to me, it could happen to anybody. I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
How did it affect?
The world of women's basketball has been rocked by another eruption of drama. And at the center of it all, once again, is Angel Reese. We know the Bayou Barbie has been making headlines all season, from her fiery press conference rants to her ongoing social media sparring with Caitlin Clark.
Barbie's debut in broadcasting.
Unapologetically Angel, just continue to grow my business as a businesswoman, and that's just what I do. Being able to know that I'm more than an athlete, and that's just to continue to know what I...
But on July 8th, 2025, during a nail-biting loss to the Washington Mystics, Reese delivered a moment so shocking, so brazen, that it left fans and commentators speechless. She slapped a clipboard out of an assistant coach's hand on national television. This wasn't just a moment of frustration. It was a brazen act of disrespect, a public display of emotional immaturity that has left first-year Chicago Sky head coach Tyler Marsh facing the toughest test of his young tenure.
I have a lot of expectations for myself, and I want a lot for myself, but just being able to give myself some time to grow and have grace for myself. Getting my hair done, nails done.
The question looms. Can he truly lead this team, or will the Angel Reese show continue to overshadow any hope of a championship culture? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the latest chapter of the Reese saga and the very real implications for the Chicago Sky. The scene was set for a dramatic finish. The Chicago Sky, battling the Washington Mystics, found themselves tied at 77 with a mere 29.9 seconds left on the clock. Tensions were high, every possession critical. And then it happened. Angel Reese, walking off the court during a timeout, deliberately smacked a clipboard right out of the hands of Evan Crosby, the team's vice president of basketball operations and strength and conditioning. This wasn't a gentle brush-off or an accidental bump in the heat of the moment. This was a forceful, unequivocal slap, captured in high definition for all the world to see. It was a moment of raw, unchecked anger, a visceral reaction that bypassed any semblance of professional decorum. The irony? Just hours earlier, Reese had been announced as the cover athlete for NBA 2K26, a role that traditionally symbolizes professionalism, leadership, and the pinnacle of the sport. Yet, in less than 30 seconds, she managed to undermine that very image. The internet has always exploded. If this was Caitlin Clark, you just know they'd be calling out her anger problems, many pointed out, highlighting the double standards often applied to different players. Others simply expressed disbelief and disappointment. Reese herself quickly took to social media, writing "Those were pissing me off" and claiming it was the heat of the moment that won't happen again. But actions, as they say, speak louder than a quickly typed apology on X. What makes this incident even more troubling is that it's not an isolated event. This clipboard slap is merely the latest installment in what has become a season-long narrative of Angel Reese prioritizing self-promotion and controversy over team success. From the constant thinly veiled social media jabs directed at Caitlin Clark to the relentless complaints about officiating, Reese has cultivated a victim narrative that constantly centers herself. Every perceived slight, every foul call, every media narrative seems to fuel her us against the world mentality. While competitive fire is commendable when it spills over into public displays of disrespect towards officials, opponents, and now her own coaching staff, it becomes detrimental to the team's culture and its perceived
USA, remember, I want to be able to be with that team, so it was an honor to come out there and play against them. Coming off the bench, I just wanted to bring as much energy as I could. Some people might think you guys would have taken it easy on them.
Reese's self-proclaimed aliases Bayou Barbie, Chi-Town Barbie, Double-Double Barbie might project confidence, but the on-court and sideline behavior has painted a different picture. Championship teams are built on discipline, unity, and a shared focus on the collective goal. The Angel Reese show, however entertaining it might be for some, seems to prioritize individual drama over collective success. This incident has placed head coach Tyler Marsh in an unenviable yet defining position. Marsh arrived in Chicago with an impressive resume, lauded for his integrity, player development skills, and a track record of building championship cultures. He's won at every level, D-League NBA as an assistant with the Raptors and WNBA as an assistant with the Aces, helping them to back-to-back championships under Becky Hammon. He learned from some of the best minds in basketball, including Nick Nurse and Rick Carlisle. General Manager Jeff Paleoka specifically hired Marsh for his commitment to accountability and his calm, composed leadership. But all of that impressive history, all those accolades, mean absolutely nothing if he can't control his locker room. And right now, the optics are not good. Watching Angel Reese slap a clipboard out of a coach's hand with zero immediate, visible consequences sends a chilling message. The inmates are running the asylum. Marsh was asked about Reese's performance after the game, and while he praised her versatility and impact beyond the stat sheet, noting her 22 points and 15 rebounds, he notably avoided addressing the clipboard incident directly. He spoke about Reese being a competitor whose frustration got the best of her and expressed hope that she would eventually apologize. This measured response, while perhaps designed to de-escalate, has been heavily criticized for its lack of immediate discipline. The question isn't whether Reese had a great game statistically. She did. The question isn't whether the officiating was questionable. It might have been. The question is, what happened after that clipboard hit the floor? Did Marsh call an immediate timeout? Did he bench Reese for the remainder of the game? According to reports, no. The game continued, and Reese finished with those impressive numbers. This silence, this inaction is deafening. Championship cultures are not built by talented players alone. They are built by disciplined players. Marsh has repeatedly spoken about accountability and creating an environment where players reach their full potential. But how can players reach their full potential? How can a team build a championship culture when the supposed face of the franchise believes they're above the rules, free to disrespect coaching staff without consequence? This is Tyler Marsh's first true leadership test as a head coach. It's not about XS and OS. It's about setting standards and enforcing them. It's about demonstrating that professionalism and respect are not optional. Every player on that roster is watching. Every coach on that staff is watching. Every fan in that arena is watching. Angel Reese isn't testing a clipboard. She's testing him. Beyond the Chicago Sky organization, the WNBA itself faces scrutiny for its perceived silence and inaction regarding Angel Reese's recurring behavioral issues. This is the same league that has investigated imaginary claims, while often appearing to ignore real, tangible instances of unprofessional conduct. This is the same league that sometimes seems more concerned with protecting certain players' feelings than with upholding consistent professional standards for all. The WNBA has clear rules about player conduct and how athletes should interact with coaches and staff. Yet, when it comes to Angel Reese, these rules often appear to be treated more like suggestions. The league's consistent silence on her controversial behavior throughout the season sends a problematic message that if you're talented enough, popular enough, or important enough, you can act however you want without repercussions. This perceived selective enforcement of rules undermines the integrity of the league and sets a dangerous precedent. It tells young girls who look up to players like Reese as role models that talent excuses poor character. That's not leadership, it's the opposite. It teaches that popularity trumps professionalism and social media followers matter more than team chemistry. The Crossroads, reality show, or championship contender. The Chicago Sky currently sits at a disappointing 6-13, languishing in 12th place in the Eastern Conference. They're not just losing games, they're losing their identity. When your star player is more concerned with creating viral moments and engaging in social media feuds than with fostering a cohesive team environment, you don't have a basketball team. You have a reality show. Tyler Marsh came to Chicago with a promise to build something special, to instill a championship culture. He possesses the experience, the wisdom, and the pedigree. But all of that means nothing if he lacks the courage to hold his best players accountable. Championship coaches like Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, and Becky Hammon didn't let their superstars disrespect staff or act unprofessionally. They understood that talent without character and discipline is merely potential without purpose. They won championships because they created environments where talent flourished within a framework of unwavering accountability and respect. The solution for the Chicago Sky isn't complicated, but it requires courage. Marsh wasn't hired to be Angel Reese's friend or to manage her social media drama. He was hired to build a championship culture, and that starts with holding everyone accountable, especially the highly talented stars. The Chicago Sky organization needs to make a critical decision. Do they want to be a professional basketball organization that demands excellence both on and off the court? Or do they want to continue down the path of a reality TV show that happens to involve basketball? Because right now, with the Angel Reese Show dominating the headlines and overshadowing any on-court progress, they're looking alarmingly like the latter. Angel Reese slapping that clipboard wasn't just a moment of frustration, it was a test. A test of Tyler Marsh's leadership, a test of the Chicago Sky's organizational standards, and a test of the WNBA's commitment to professionalism. So far, everyone involved appears to be failing that test. The question now is whether Tyler Marsh has the courage to do what championship coaches do: demand excellence from everyone, hold everyone accountable, and build a culture where respect isn't optional, but mandatory. Because if he doesn't, the Chicago Sky will continue to be exactly what they are right now: a talented team with no discipline, a star player with questionable leadership, and a coach with no apparent control. And that, my friends, is a recipe for more disappointing seasons to come. What do you think? Was Angel Reese out of line? How should Coach Tyler Marsh handle this situation? Let us know your uncensored thoughts in the comments below. If you're tired of the drama and want to see real basketball talk, like this video, subscribe to World Hoop and hit that notification bell so you never miss our hard-hitting analyses. Check out our other videos for more unfiltered takes on the WNBA and the world of basketball. We'll catch you next time.